In this lesson, I'll help you unlock the math skill converting area units. This skill looks simple, but small mistakes can completely change your answer. I'm going to show you 3 simple keys, which are the exact pieces of information you need to make this skill feel easy to learn. I've refined these keys over 10 years of teaching. They have helped students make sense of this lesson without overcomplicating it. In this section, you will learn where this skill is used in the real world. Imagine you're painting a wall, and the painting says covers 10 square meters. Seems simple, right? But when you measure your wall, you get 400 centimeters by 250 centimeters. Now we've got a problem. The paint is in square meters, but your wall is in centimeters. So will one tin be enough? Because if you get this wrong, you might run out of paint halfway through or waste money buying too much. And here's the key issue. You can't compare square centimeters to square meters because they are different in size. To solve this, we need a way to convert area units. In this section, you will revise the skill of length conversions and learn the different sized area units. Let's start with something you already know. When we measure length, we're measuring a one-dimensional line. Try and guess the conversion before I reveal it. Let's start. If we have 1 centimeter, that equals 10 millimeters. If we have 1 meter, that's 100 centimeters. And 1 kilometer, that's 1,000 meters. Nice and simple. Each step just scales up by 10, 100, 1,000. But now we switch topics. This isn't length anymore. This is area. Area is the space inside a 2D shape, not a line, but a surface. And instead of counting lengths, we count squares. We can do this 2 ways. 1, counting, and 2, using the formula. These individual squares can be sized in 5 different ways. The first is millimeter squares, which is a square with side length 1 millimeter. It's about the area of a grain of sand. The second is centimeter squares, which is a square with a length of 1 centimeter. It's about the area of a fingernail. The third is meter squares, which is a square with side length 1 meter. It's about the area of an individual student's desk at school. Next, I'll show you the largest square, and it's kilometer squares, which is a square with side length 1 kilometer. It's about the area of a theme park, like Dreamworld. Now going back, the fourth is a hectare, which is a square with side length 100 meters. It's about the area of a farm. We introduce hectares since there's an extremely big difference between 1 meter squares and 1 kilometer squares. So we introduced a new unit in between. It's important to note that hectares are only specific with area. You can't refer to a length of 100 meters as a hectare. So if these are the squares used to measure area, how do we convert between them? In this section, you will learn the method used to convert area units. Let's look at this square. It has a side length of 2 centimeters. We already know how to find the area, either by counting or by using the formula. And we get an area of 4 centimeter squares. But now, let's zoom in. How many millimeter squares fit inside the same area? Because millimeter squares are smaller, we should get a much bigger number. Let's convert one side first. 2 centimeters is the same as 20 millimeters. But now look carefully. We've only changed 1 dimension. This still isn't made of millimeter squares yet. So we must convert the other side as well. Now we have 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters. In other words, 20 squared, which gives us 400 millimeter squares. And here's the key idea. We didn't just convert once, we converted twice. That's why area conversions, we need to square them. So let's turn this into a system. If we go from a larger unit square to a smaller unit square, we need the value to become larger so it describes the same area. So we multiply. Remember from our previous example, we had to convert both side lengths. So we multiply by the conversion twice, or in other words, multiply by the conversion squared. Now for the reverse, we complete the opposite. Instead of multiplying, we divide. Again, making sure you divide by the conversion twice or the conversion squared. This is the shortcut most students miss. You now know all the key information on this concept. However, can you solve all exam style questions? Watch this next video to master questions easily.